Detective Calderwood, it's November 2nd at 13:57 hours. This is incident number PB15025981, and I will be interviewing accused Catherine Tuck. Stand by. Have a seat on the couch there, Catherine. Okay, so again, I'm Detective Calderwood, okay? First name's Keith. Before we start, Catherine, I just wanted to let you know that we're being videoed by that camera there and audioed by the microphone on the ceiling, okay? So everything we say is on video and audio taped, okay? If you have spoken to any police officer or to anyone with authority, or if any such person has spoken to you in connection with this case, I want it clearly understood that I do not want to influence you in making any statement. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you spoke with duty counsel, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, are you satisfied with that?
I just said, I forget the gentleman's last name, but I think he said his name was Peter. Sorry, it was very soft-spoken.
Yep.
He said that I could get a hold of, there's a number, is it back in the back of the phone book, would that be legal aid? Sorry, it was really hard to understand exactly.
Yeah, so you got some legal advice from legal aid. Did you want to call legal aid or anything like that?
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, I'm still.
Do you want to call them right now, or do you want to call them on your own time, or what do you want to do?
I don't know what to do. I'm not. Does it? Because sorry, I know you can't really tell me what to do, but yeah.
So I can just offer you advice.
Okay.
So I can't give you legal advice, but just advice. So.
Sorry, I'm so new at that. I said I don't hope this never happens again. I'm not sure what to do. He just said to not make a statement. That was his. That's up to him.
That's up to him.
So I don't know. I guess I don't want to do the wrong thing with the police either. But when he told me,
don't. I just don't want to know. You don't have to tell me what you.
Okay. That's
why I'm not in that room when you speak.
Okay.
So don't tell me what he said. But I just need to know that you're satisfied right now with what you have received.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Okay. So. I do have a few questions for you. This is a big investigation, okay? So I have to sort of kind of figure a few things out, and maybe you can help me out, and maybe you can't, okay?
Okay.
So, who are the Peterborough Huskies to you?
They're a group of children and adults with special needs. We're like a big family.
Okay.
We do a lot of different programs. Started with hockey. Now I think it's about 12 or 13 programs, but it gets the community involved with these amazing kids. And yeah, I don't know if that, sorry, yeah, because we have 2 children of our own with special needs, and that's why we started it.
Okay. And when did you start it?
2013.
2013?
Yes.
Okay. And it started with all these programs?
We started just with hockey.
Just with hockey.
One hockey team, and the second year we went to 2 teams, and then also had a baseball. So.
And who started it with you?
My husband, and our son Chris helped us, get the name and get the logo, that sort of thing, and yeah.
Okay, so who did you register with this with? Did you register with anybody?
We had Jack McVicker's office. Jack had passed away, unfortunately. He helped us get it. I guess it's a non-profit with a business number, but not a charitable status.
Okay.
Is that?
So not-for-profit?
It's a not-for-profit. Yeah.
And that means no charity means you can't offer charity receipts.
Yes,
is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. But you do have a registration number.
Yes, we do.
Right. Okay. Okay. So basically, how many people do you have under the umbrella that are with the Peterborough Huskies?
Under 40 to 50. I'm sorry, because it's changed a little bit. We've had a few new ones just added last week with our programs. And
okay, so did it start out with that many?
No, we started with 8 players.
8 players?
Hockey players, and then the next year we opened it up to more people.
Yep.
So, and we added independent living adults, which helped get them out of the house, that sort of thing.
Right. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, with this, you obviously there's registration fees and all that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, at some point, you must have opened a bank account?
Yes, we did.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And who'd you open that bank account with?
RBC was the one on, is it Ashburnham and Lansdowne, which is now the new one on Lansdowne, Goodfellow?
Right. Yeah, in that area there, across from like Red Lobster there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Peterborough Huskies, a banking account is at RBC?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And where is Catherine Tuck's bank account?
Scotiabank.
Scotiabank?
The one up near Canadian Tire, sorry.
Okay. So Sana Plaza there?
Yes.
Okay. And your husband David Tuck, where's his bank account?
The RBC,
RBC
same one where
well?
we have ours, yes.
Okay. Okay. I see. So, if people were, how much is registration for hockey?
If we do an early bird registration, it's $200 up until, I think it was July 1st, July 15th. After that, it's $250. So we do give fitness receipts, is that what they call it, for tax credit for parents.
For recreation?
The fitness recreation, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And you can do that because your business number?
Yes.
But you can't give a charity receipt?
No.
Gotcha. Okay. So, how are people, I guess, paying you registration fees?
Some is cash, some e-transfer, checks, that sort of thing.
So kind of all
a little
three
bit,
like that?
whichever works for them.
Okay. Okay. And they would, any e-transfers they would send to Peterborough Huskies at hotmail.com. Is that what they send it to?
And then my husband puts them through his bank account, and then we put it into the other, because we have the Husky one, I forget how to describe it, but we have it so you have to have 2 signatures to take money out, that we can't access through the internet, that sort of thing, so we have to go in and talk to RBC itself.
Okay. So all e-transfers will go into David's account?
Yeah, it goes to there, so he puts it into his RBC account, and then we take it out and put it into the tournament account.
How soon after would you take it out of that account?
Hopefully within the day or a couple days, depending. It depends on what his shifts were at work when he could get in.
Okay. And would that always happen?
I hope so. I don't know if they always did, but I'm pretty sure they do. Because I don't raise it, and sometimes we might have had to pay bills, not tournaments, sorry, that's another separate. The Huskies bills, sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. Like if we have to go in and pay Package Plus, that sort of thing, we go in and pay cash, so we can do that sort of thing.
So there is a Peterborough Huskies account.
Yes, there is.
There's a Dave Tuck account. There's a Catherine Tuck account.
Yes, there is.
Okay. So Dave would put e-transfers into his account. Sometimes would put it over into the Huskies account. How?
Take it out of his account and either use his debit card or take the cash out of his account and then go deposit it into the Huskies account. By hand, just verbally go talk to Barb usually, who's at the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that didn't always happen.
Okay.
Do you know what's in this box right here?
No.
It's Dave's bank account, it's the Peterborough Huskies bank account, and it's your bank account. Okay? If you're running a not-for-profit organization, okay, you have to be on the up and up. You have to keep invoices, receipts, ledgers, spreadsheets of all money so that you're accountable. You understand that? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you guys haven't been doing that?
No, not as well. No, I shouldn't be. It's been on me for that part of it, the ledgers and that sort of thing, and I definitely haven't been upkeeping that as well as I should have.
Because one thing I looked at when I saw all these email transfers go into Dave's account was to see if they ended up in the Huskies account. And not many did.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say with that.
We're dealing with other people's money here.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Some email transfers went into your own account too.
A few of them, yes.
And I'm going to suggest I didn't see money e-transferred or taken out and put in the Huskies account.
Okay. I'm not sure how many, obviously you know, but I'm
I know.
not sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I do know. I
Okay.
do know. Just for the record, I've been doing this investigation for the better half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I have been.
Okay.
I have on July 31st, 2015, $50 e-transfer from Shelley Clinworth.
Mm-hmm.
Her child obviously plays with Huskies.
Shelley would have been for either, I guess it'd be for Gary or Robbie. I'm not sure. Maybe Robbie. Sorry. Okay.
How would Shelley feel if she knew that money was going into your personal account, not the Huskies account?
Not very good, I guess.
But
no, but I said it hasn't been. It's supposed to be spent on Husky stuff.
right.
Definitely.
Right. 5th of October, 2015. $171.75 he transferred. Brian Junkin, his child plays, right?
Yes.
That was a $250 e-transfer on the 14th of October 2015. I'm guessing that's probably that's after the July 1st deadline of early bird, so that would be for registration for hockey.
Yes.
But it's in your account. Why is that, Kathy?
Oh, whoever had a chance to open up the e-transfer when it comes through. Usually it's David, sometimes it's been me. But they said majority.
And why is that not just put into the Huskies account?
It should be, yes.
Yes, it should be.
Yes.
Yeah, whether there's one or two signatures or not, if someone's e-transferring you money, that needs to be directly put into the Huskies account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Jacqueline Nichols,
Mm-hmm.
okay, $35. Carissa Sotins, is that how you pronounce her last name?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
$250. That's easy. That's a registration for hockey in your account.
Yeah.
Valerie Henry,
Mm-hmm.
Michelle May, all Husky parents. Now a $30 e-transfer from Judy Machette. What would the $30 be for?
I'll be a clothing order. The small ones would be clothing orders that way.
So again, gone into your account. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
David's is a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more. So I'm going to tell you there's over 40 e-transfers from November 29th, 2013 up to 1st of July 2016 when I obtained the bank records. Okay. Totaling $9,162.80. $9,162.80. Those are funds that Husky parents have given to the Tucks for their children. You gotta be straight up with me, Kathy. What's going on?
Money, like I said, some of it we've, like I said, we have literally paid for stuff for the team, and others I honestly can't tell you where it is at the moment. I honestly don't know where.
Well, I have bank records that show where that money has gone to.
Okay.
Okay. And you bought personal stuff with it. Are you denying that? So, Bewdley, there's an outstanding bill there for over $5,000, right?
Okay, I didn't realize it was that high, but I know we do owe them, definitely, yes.
Okay. Kathy, I think you started this organization out of the goodness of your heart, and I think you inside are a good person. Okay, that's why I've decided to do this interview in this room. This is our victim room. You're not a victim. The victims are the Peterborough Husky parents and kids.
Yeah.
But I've decided to do this up here, okay, because of the noise downstairs from construction and stuff like that. But I wanted to be comfortable, and I thought this might be a better setting for you.
Yes.
Okay. You seem like a good person. You seem like you started this out of the goodness of your heart for good reasons. Okay. But when you started to see a lot of this money, and I think you guys were struggling a bit. Am I right?
We have been, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Instead of putting some, most or all of it where it's supposed to go, you kept a little bit in here and there for yourself. Okay. So, in February of this past year, there's a bill for $5,000, give or take, owed to Bewdley Arena. It goes in the paper, all that kind of stuff, right? Am I correct?
I don't know if that goes in. I don't know.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Peterborough this week reported on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we did.
Right?
Sorry, the article. Yes, we did.
The article. Okay. The Nissan Versa in Dave Tuck's name. Okay. There was a $6,000 payment in March of this year, and then a $2,000 payment a couple weeks later, which is a total of about $8,000, $8,600. Pretty much paid off.
From the accident, the 6,000 would have been from the accident.
Okay.
Okay, I don't. The 2,000. Honestly, I really am. That one, I swear, I don't know.
So that was from the accident.
Yes, from the accident, March 15th or whatever. This after the St. Patrick's Day parade. We
So
had
then they paid that off.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was towards the current one that we have.
And then what about the extra 2,000 after that?
I don't know if David borrowed it from work. I'm not sure of that. I honestly can't. His boss has been very good. He works for Color Cab. They've been very nice to help us out when we needed it. If we've been behind on rent, they've given us money. So
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
So I swear I don't know that 2,000. I don't remember. Because that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the name of the insurance company that would have paid the $5,000 off? Or the $6,000?
Aviva. It's through Darling Insurance. I think it's Aviva. I'm pretty sure that's who we're dealing with now.
Okay. This is the Peterborough Huskies account that I have here. So I have checks deposited, checks out, and then cash withdrawals. Okay. Why would there be a cash withdrawal from the Huskies account?
If we have to pay, so we do pay things like Package Plus. Some of it we pay it by cash usually. They do a lot of our printing, that sort of thing. If we have paid off clothing orders to Total Sportswear, some have been checks to them, others we've paid cash. We have to go to Staples, do photocopying. Some things we just do quickly on our own, that sort of thing.
Okay. So you would have receipts then for everything you paid cash for?
We should have it all. Staples, I can't guarantee because we use the little prepaid card, we go in $5, $10, so that I may not have all of that. I don't know if they can check to my little card or not. It's just a prepaid card.
I'm going to suggest for a not-for-profit, you should have all that. Is that correct?
Yeah, we should. Definitely, yeah.
Okay. So, August 21st, 2013, you withdrew $827 cash from the account. Do you remember what that would have been for?
August.
I know it's going back 3 years, but it is a
Oh, is
big
that
number.
back there? I'm sorry. Oh gosh, not offhand. I really am sorry.
Okay. 2 days later,
Okay.
$275 cash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
End of September, $270 cash. Middle of October, $250 cash. October 23rd, $300 cash. November 15th, 2013, $460 cash. 26th of November, so 2 weeks later, $200 cash. 3 days later, $360 cash. January 14, 2014, $200 cash. 4 days later on the 15th, $200 cash. 2 days later on the 16th, $200 cash. A couple weeks later in February, $200 cash. 3 days later, $100 cash. 9 days later, $250 cash. 6 days later, $150 cash. 27th of March, 2014, $600 cash. 4 days later, $508 cash. So in a matter of 4 days there, that's $1,108, okay? In cash, withdrawn. And you do have checks that you could write people, but you decided to withdraw cash and not keep receipts. 21st of April, $790 cash. 3rd of June 2014, $700 cash. 4 days later, $400 cash. Again, $1,100 in 4 days. And that was just after you received $2,790 from Peterborough Cares.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I don't know, 2 weeks, 13 days after you deposited that amount into your account. Where would $1,100 go? What do you have to answer for that?
Honestly, I don't know. At this moment, I really don't know. I wish I could. I'm not. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't.
6th of August 2014, $240 cash. 11th of August, 5 days later, $600 cash. $19th of August, $300 cash. 2nd of September, $180 cash. The next day, $125 cash. Okay?
Okay.
There's a lot of cash withdrawn here. I could go on and on and on and on and on. In fact, you know what? I might go a little bit more because there was a couple here that really red flagged me. Well, it all red flags me, but 15th of October, $400 cash. 20th of October, $250 cash. 14th of November, $1,100 cash. What would something like that be for? Like that's not a common number. That's not $100 or $250 or anything like that. Kathy, what would $1,100 cash be withdrawn from the Peterborough Huskies account for?
I truly, I can't remember what that is. Honestly, I swear I don't know what that is.
Come on, Kathy.
No, I really don't. Something that big, I wish I really did. I really don't. I don't.
You know?
I swear I don't. No, I'm so sorry.
3rd of December 2014, $250 cash. 4th of December, $330 cash. 9th of December, $400 cash. 16th of December, $250 cash. 19th of December, $300 cash. What else happens in December? What happens on the 25th of December?
Oh, Christmas.
Christmas.
We don't do a lot for Christmas, so I know that honestly isn't where.
Did you get some gifts for your kids and stuff?
No. we don't do much for Christmas. We really don't, as the boys have gotten older. And David and I don't buy each other gifts anymore.
January 27th, 2015, 400 cash. March 6th, 2015, 500 cash. 13th of March, 2015, 400 cash. 24th of March, 150 cash. 7th of April, 650 cash. 11th of April, 100 cash. 14th of April, 350 cash. 18th of April, 250 cash. 21st of April, $130 cash. 24th of April, $350 cash. And 19th of May, $1,320 cash withdrawn. And then 2 days later, $300 cash. So $1,320. Sorry.
$1,300, dear Lord. I don't know, $1,300. I honestly am in a blank with these huge amounts. The really any of them, but the huge amounts especially. I honestly, that's a huge amount, and I don't know. I'm trying to think what we would have paid.
Goes on here. June 9th, 2015, 200 cash. 25th of June, 200 cash. Interesting, when we arrested your husband today, he had 200 cash on him as well.
Yes. He might from work because he's doing cab. He may have had that left.
7th of July, $600 cash. 13th of July, $275 cash. 21st of July, $400 cash. So you have 14 days there, and you have $1,275 cash taken, withdrawn from the account. Kathy, what's going on with all this money?
I don't know. I really don't.
It's an easy answer.
Like, well, no, but some of it we have spent ourselves, and I'm saying that, but some of these big amounts, I honestly don't know what it was spent on. I don't know if it was paying, like, a clothing order, because some of our clothing orders are huge. I'm not sure on that.
Well, there would be receipts for that.
Well, I can get receipts if I don't already have some of the Total Sportswear ones. For some of those big ones, but I honestly don't know what else we pay that's that big that we pay in cash.
Why wouldn't you pay Total Sportswear by check?
Sometimes we have paid them in check, or most of the time probably.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I recognize here that you do pay them in check, by check. Like on the 22nd of January this year, $735.85 to Total Sportswear. By check. But you're telling me sometimes you pay them in cash?
Yes.
So, this past year, Kathy, 13th of January, $200 cash. 20th of January, $150 cash. 2 days later, $120 cash. 3 days later, $120 cash. 2 days later, $120 cash. 3 days later, $200 e-transfer, $135 to Dave's account and $65 in cash. So $200 taken out, $135 to Dave Tuck's account and $65 cash. 11th of February, $180 cash. 19th of February, $250 cash. 20th of February, $150 cash. 5th of March 2016, $1,600 cash. And I'm going to mention to you, at the same time, a $5,000 Costco donation was processed. So you got a donation of $5,000 from Costco,
Yes.
and you take out $1,600 cash, and the next day you take out $800 cash. Kathy, that's $2,400 cash in 2 days. What did you spend $2,400 on this past year in cash that you can't remember?
I don't know. Is there anything corresponding with David's account? Because honestly, I can't.
And what if it was corresponding with his account?
No, I mean if we
account?
had to pay something for the team, because he's given sent an e-transfer to. There'll be some for Johnny Green, Bazinga buttons. Gosh, who else?
And he pays that out of his own account?
Because we don't have the e-transfer from our account, from our tournament, or excuse me, our Husky account.
What do you mean you don't have the e-transfer, but you do? Because I have proof that you've e-transferred from the Peterborough Huskies to his account.
E-transfer, I don't know.
Yep.
I forwarded emails from the Peterborough Huskies email to him, yes, to do the e-transfers, but we're not able to actually go onto the Huskies email or the Huskies account and do an e-transfer from the actual account.
You can't?
No, we can't. We don't have that set up for anything like that. So we can't do online banking, anything like
Which
that.
makes sense why you'd have to go withdraw some cash if you were taking some from the account.
To pay things or whatever, yes.
But it's not just to pay
Oh, no,
things.
no, it's not just to pay things. No, honestly, I know that, and I know
So,
we've done.
can I ask you a question? Because we're dealing with a lot of money here,
Yeah.
okay? How much do you think you've taken and used for your family from the Huskies?
I have no idea.
Okay, if you were to ballpark it or give me an estimate, what would you think?
God. A third of it, maybe?
A
If
third of
that, maybe?
So a third of it would be $10,000.
Yes.
Because for cash withdrawals out of the Huskies account, I have $32,347.
Okay.
You think it's about a third of that? What kind of things did you spend it on?
Rent, food, I guess, that sort of thing, gas, so we can get to the places, that sort of thing. Like, it's
Okay.
nothing spectacular. We're not
No.
high-living people, not that I'm.
No, you're not.
I
you
know,
don't-
I mean, it's not like we're going on trips or anything. It's nothing like that.
No.
Like,
Now, did Dave go to the Daytona 500?
he did last year, yes.
Who did you go there with?
A friend of his, Tim.
Okay. So would some of that money maybe help that trip out?
It might. I thought he paid it out of his own because he can, I'm sorry, his holiday pay, he can get it.
Yeah. But you're the
But
finance person in the house.
Not really. We don't really discuss our finances. Half the time I don't know what he makes and he doesn't know what I have.
Okay.
So that I don't,
So,
because up until January, February this year, he was living somewhere else.
so another thing I want to suggest to you, Kathy, is bear with me. I have a lot of paperwork. That's why this has been taking me so long, okay? And I don't want to miss anything, okay? And you know what? Do you feel good about being honest?
I still feel terrible,
You feel terrible about what?
but this whole situation.
Okay.
Like,
But does
really-
it feel good to get it off your chest?
I guess a little. Sorry, I'm still trying to deal with all this, and I just,
I can understand that. I can understand that. Okay.
like I say, our heart is in the right place for these kids, and
Do you know what? I honestly believe you about that, Kathy. I honestly do. And I totally get that you have done good things with the money that has come in for the Huskies. I witnessed it. You've probably recognized my face.
Definitely.
You've
You
seen
played
me
a hockey
rings.
game. You've
We
come
played a
with us.
hockey game
Yeah,
with you
you've
guys,
been-
right?
it's been wonderful,
We played a
yeah.
charity game, right? So I'm not sitting here judging you, thinking you're trying to rob these kids. What I'm here to make sure is that you keep good accounting ledgers and spreadsheets. And you haven't been doing that.
No.
Okay, and you've been using some of this money for your own personal use with your family. Okay, so that's why I'm involved. Okay, so one thing that I want to mention to you is on the 11th of February 2014, $100 cash was withdrawn from the Peterborough Huskies account. On the 11th of 14th, 2014, the exact same day, there was a $100 cash deposit into Dave's account. Is that ironic?
No, it's not. No, and I honestly, obviously we both know that, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the 20th of February, okay, there was a $250 cash withdrawal from the Huskies account. On the exact same day, there's a $200 cash deposit into Dave's account.
Okay. Yeah. And I can't remember all the dates for everything, but obviously you have it there. I'm not disputing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is this Dave? Is this you? Is it both of you?
We both have to sign for it. To take any money out, it has to be 2 signatures, so it's not throwing him under the bus at all by any means.
It's both of you, right?
Yeah.
On the 21st of April, 2014, $790 cash was withdrawn from the Peterborough Huskies account. On the exact same day, $230 cash was deposited into Dave's account. Still, there's about 560 missing. My math's not the greatest, but approximately missing, so I don't know where that money went to. But it's interesting how there's a cash deposit on the same day there's a cash withdrawal of a lot of money. Okay? On the 6th of August, $240 cash withdrawn and $120 of it cash deposited into his account, so half of it. Okay? Now, did you guys go to the U.S. at all? Because there's some U.S. conversion going on here around the 6th of August 2014.
That would have been, sorry, that was the tournament in Detroit. I think that was the one we went to.
So some leftover. Okay, so there's some leftover cash that went into Dave's account.
Okay, I'm sure. Yes, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this tough to hear?
It is. It's, in all honesty, yeah.
Why'd you keep doing it though?
I guess I don't know if it was just a way to keep our head above water ourselves, paying our bills, and
yeah.
Because when we started this, we put in probably close to $10,000 of our own money. I cashed in investments for things for our kids, and I put that money into the team, and then that left us with nothing, ourselves and our savings. And
did you work at all?
No, I've been home with our boys. And
right. Have you ever worked?
I did. I worked at Kmart for years, and then I worked at Adams.
Kmart?
I did, yeah,
That's
back in the day.
Eh?
A long time, since I was 16. I worked there for 10 years, and then I worked at Pennington's for about a year after the boys, and I worked at Adam Scott with a special needs girl.
Okay.
And I worked at Regal for 2 months when they closed, but other than that, I've been...
Oh, Regal Stationery?
Yeah.
There no Mimi there?
No, the one...
oh, the one here
down
in
at
town.
Queensway.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So most of the time, though, I've been home, and we have been on assistance with boys and I, because David's been in and out of our life, back and forth.
Okay.
For 9 years.
So you were on assistance as well?
Yes, I had been, yes.
Okay. And when did you get cut off assistance?
We stopped. David moved in, like I said, January, February this year, I guess. Back when he moved in officially. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think, because I know we signed it, because we obviously live in housing, but...
Yeah. Okay. So... But you guys have always, you've been together, right?
Yes.
I know you've had a couple hiccups.
Yeah, we've definitely, yeah. He's had to figure some stuff out in his life, and yeah.
Okay, I'm not here to get into that.
No, I'm not getting it.
But, so he moved out for a bit and then moved back in, is that correct?
Yeah. He moved out 2007, moved back in this year.
Just this year?
Back here. He's been back and forth a little bit. He'd stay the odd night or here and there, but we tried working things out, and then it just wasn't, like, as a permanent thing, it's been this year.
Okay. But you both have to sign the withdrawal cash from
the account, yes. Okay. And we're the only two that have signing privileges.
this past year, you owed Bewdley money that you didn't have. However, if you guys had been taking money from the account, you probably would have had it, right?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Now, what about Austin trophies?
Yes, we owe them 800 and something, I think it is.
If I was to say 887.16, would that be pretty close?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
The other question I have for you, Kathy, is you guys do a lot of fundraising. A lot of fundraising. You guys do a lot of cash fundraising. Would you agree with that? Tag days. Tag days are what's a tag day to you?
Children stay and collect donations from the community.
Yeah, so outside maybe a grocery store or something like that, right? And people give that in cash, usually not too many checks come through that, right? Okay. So you guys would do a lot of those. Okay.
Some of them, sorry, the Peterborough Cares last year, not this year, did well. This year we didn't do as well. That sort of thing. And their tag days we might make $200. Right. They haven't been huge, unfortunately, this year. Yeah.
But there hasn't been a whole lot of cash going into the Peterborough Huskies account either.
Yes. Some we've used for ourselves, and again, some has been used for other things for the team.
Okay. And what should have happened with that money?
Should have all gone straight in.
Okay. So you have to understand how it works. Is money goes in no matter what. Okay. And then the bank statement's there. It shows on such and such a day, boom. If the bank's not open when you're done on a Saturday after a tag day, Monday morning, you get that money in there, it shows it's in there. And then disperse it. If you have a payment to come out, you write a check to someone, all that kind of stuff, right? You guys haven't been doing that?
No.
Do you give any spreadsheets or anything to the parents on a monthly basis to show them where we're at financially for the organization or anything like that? You don't do that either, right?
When we started out, that was our goal, and then we never got that far.
We never got that far, right?
No, honestly.
And who's on the board again?
David and I, and Chris Williams, who has nothing to do with any of this. Like and our son Chris, he's not technically on the board, but he is a founding member.
Is Chris Williams on the up and up? Has he taken any money?
No, God no. He hasn't He doesn't have access to any of this. So no.
Have you guys given him any money?
No, we have not.
Does he know that you guys have taken some money for yourselves?
Not at this time, no.
There were a couple transactions between Chris and Dave in Dave's account. Do you know anything about those?
For the silent auction, like just December, January, you're thinking February, is that what you're looking at? Yeah. He does a big online auction. And so the money goes into his account from that, or when he does whatever the auction site is, I'm sorry, and then he sends it over to us, or if he has cash.
Okay.
That kind of
and Dave kept some of that money?
We probably used it. Probably.
If I give you the name Lucas Hurd, do you know that name?
Yes.
Okay. So Lucas, Halloween a year ago, so 2015, did a haunted house.
Yes.
Okay, and raised $1,200 cash.
Yes.
For the Peterborough Huskies. Okay. One night was something like $430. The other night was closer to $5, and the last night was a couple hundred or whatever. Okay. What happened with that money?
Some went in the account. I can't tell you where the rest went, in all honesty, at the time, but I know when.
I'm going to suggest not very much went into that account.
Okay. I thought it had. For that one, I did think it had, honestly.
There's the annual Womanless Beauty pageant. Pancake breakfasts.
Yeah, the pancake breakfast made very little because we had 10 people show up after we put all the money out for the food, so that went in what was donated.
Okay. Oh yeah, there was one here that caught my eye. On the 22nd of April 2016 this year, the Rotary Club of Bridgenorth donated $615. Is that a fundraiser they did for you?
Well, that would be the polar plunge.
The polar plunge?
Yes.
Okay. When they gave you that check, you cashed it on the 1st of June 2016. It was $615. That same day, you took out $615.
Offhand, I can't tell you what it was spent on.
No.
At this time, I honestly can't.
Some other ones where you get Just for Kicks and Canadian Tire. We jump start, right, for kids?
Yes, they are.
And they gave you some or a couple checks.
Yes.
Peterborough Mission gave you a $250 check. Just for Kicks gave you a $250 check, and Canadian Tire gave you a $450 check. And the same day you withdrew $350 cash, and the next day $150 cash. I know you don't live a materialistic life. I know you're not. You're not driving a Porsche around. I understand all that.
It's not an excuse for what was done, though. I know, and I know that definitely. It has weight on us. You know, like it's not.
When you're dealing with other people's money, when you're misusing it and using it inappropriately, you might get away with it for a bit, but eventually you don't. Okay, you have the paper. I mean, you guys are in the paper all the time. You have the paper. Got a hold of you for, you know, the Butley incident, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you owe money. Has the examiner called you lately?
We're supposed to meet with Mike Davies tonight. He's been asking some questions, definitely. So.
About what?
Well, we're also running the tournament that's coming. That money is completely separate. I don't have signing privileges, and everything's been on the up and up with that one.
Where's that money?
That's at the RBC as well.
Is it?
David and Chris Williams are signing privileges. I think we might have written one check, but other than that, money goes straight to that. It's something separate from our Huskies. It's off of our Huskies account, I think, but it's nothing to do with us and it, you know.
So you think you've spent a third?
Maybe more, but I don't think it'd be much more, because honestly, there's not a lot we've, like I said, I wish I could give you a full total. I don't.
What do you think should happen in this situation? Like, what should happen to Kathy Tuck?
Pay for what I've done.
Pay for what you've done?
I don't know how to word it, but yeah.
And in which way should Kathy Tuck pay for what she's done?
One, we have to pay it back, but at the very least. I don't know what else to say in the situation. I know there's going to be more than that, just that, but I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't. But I know we have to pay it back. And it's going to take a long time. And if the Huskies are able to continue, then we have no access to the finances or money coming in. That it goes to Chris Williams, someone else, if that happens. Because I don't want to see anything happen to the Huskies, but I don't want anything to do with money, which probably isn't an option anyways at this point, but...
How much do you think's in the Huskies account right now?
Put a check in, was it 267 something, and I'm not sure what was in there prior. Not a lot, I don't think, on top of that. But yeah,
because you've received a couple big donations from like Costco, Giant Tiger usually do a good fundraiser
Yeah,
for you. They're a pretty good
well,
sponsor.
he gives us. Sorry, I'm trying to think when he gave it to us, but I think it was $1,500 this year. He gave Kevin did. He's been very good to us. Yeah.
He's not going to be happy with this, I don't think.
No. That's the hard part. I don't want to lose the sponsorship or the support from the community for the Huskies and, you know, that sort of thing, but, you know, I think we've kind of screwed that over.
So, I'm going to let you know something right now, okay? I'm going to stop our interview right there because you've told me that you think it's about a third or close to $10,000 that you guys have taken for your own. I'm going to caution you, okay, that the fraud charge is now fraud over $5,000, okay? Okay. So, it's my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay. You also have the right to telephone any lawyer you wish. You also have the right to free advice from a legal aid lawyer. If you are charged with an offense, you may apply to the legal aid plan for legal assistance. Okay, the phone number there again, 1-800-265-0451. Okay, and of course that'll put you in contact with the legal aid counselor. Okay, do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to give them a call again, or?
Maybe that would be that's the number the gentleman told me to call.
Okay. Do you wish to say anything in answer to the charge? You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so. Whatever you say may be given in evidence. Did you want to say anything else?
I think I'll wait until I talk to counsel.
Okay. So come on with me then.
Okay.